Bonjour mes étudiants 6th standard, welcome you all for this new session. So today we are going to start our half-yearly revision. So let's start with the portion first. So your portion for this half-yearly will be lesson 4, 5 and 6, and this is how your question paper is divided. So vocabulary from French to English 10 marks, and vocabularies from English to French 10 marks. So you have to learn vocabularies from lesson 4, 5 and 6. And vegetables. See, in second midterm I asked fruits, right? So this time it is vegetables. So it is from lesson 4, you know that very well. That is 10 marks. The vegetables will be given in English, you have to translate in French. Okay. Next is numbers. That is also from lesson 4, 50 to 100. So last class we saw numbers. Even today I will start with numbers. So numbers, I will give the number exactly and you have to name the number in French. Okay, so for example, I will give 50 and you have to say 50. If I give 100, you have to say CENT, 100. Okay, like that. Now, lesson exercises. So whatever the lesson exercise which is available from lesson 4, 5 and 6, you have to do the lesson exercises. Okay, so write and practice the lesson exercises. So that is 30 marks. Translation from French to English. So translation you learn from lesson 6 and 5. So I think I have asked lesson 4. So translation which I have already asked, I will not ask that. So mostly you can learn from lesson 5 and 6. That is enough. Okay. So translation from lesson 5 and lesson 6. So that is 20 marks. That means 2 translations will come. Okay. Maybe one from each lesson or both from the same lesson. So that depends. Next, conjugation, avoir. So avoir conjugation, I think lesson 4 or lesson 5 it has avoir conjugation. There is a tableau column. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. So that all the 8 subjects you have to write from je to ILS or ELLES. Okay. So for that you will get 10 marks. Last quarterly we wrote ath verb. So this half-yearly we are going to write avoir verb. Okay. So very simple and easy preparatory format. So first, how to concentrate. First learn the vocabularies when you're free. If you want to just learn for 15 to 20 minutes, start with vocabulary. And first 4 is very easy. Vegetables, numbers. So start with things which you know already. Okay, so that will induce your interest. And as you start preparing, if you have ample of time, really 1 hour, each day try each lesson exercise. Come from 6th lesson. Okay, don't start from 4th lesson because already it is done. Some people they say sir, let me start with 4th lesson because I already know those exercises. No, that is wrong. So whatever is new you have to start from there. So lesson 6 first and lesson 5 second. Okay, so write and practice those exercises which is available in your lesson. And French translation also you can write and see. I already told you that you must have a French rough note. So based on that you can try the French translation. Have the book in front of you, left side, and the right side you have your French rough note. Seeing the French passage from the book, you can start translating it in your rough note. And conjugation avoir, most of you do a big mistake in this. That is avoir conjugation, most of you will read and start writing. So that is a very big mistake. I would request you to write and see avoir verb 2 or 3 times to ensure you get your 10 marks. Okay. So 40, 70, 80, 90, 100. So your 100 marks for half yearly. So now as I said before, your portion and pattern has been discussed now. So based on this, you have to prepare. Okay, don't go to book and prepare and come back and see this portion or pattern. Have this pattern in front of you when you start preparing for the exam. That's how you know what to prepare, and that is the way to get mark. Okay, so as you go for 10th standard, you will have a blueprint or something. Based on that blueprint, you have to prepare for your exam. So that makes you to get a centum, and that makes you to get a very good mark. So based on the pattern, let's prepare for the half-yearly. So now, as you have read this pattern, you should be thorough and you have to memorize this pattern. Okay, it should be in your mind always. Okay, so this is not only for French, any subject. If you know the pattern, there is the marks allotted for that particular subject, you will concentrate more on that. For example, if you close your eyes, you should be able to say vocabularies 20 marks, vegetables, English to French 10 marks, numbers 50 to 100 10 marks, and you should be able to tell the 100 marks without seeing this page. If you are able to tell that, you will prepare accordingly. Yeah, this is one trick that you can have it, and definitely it will pay you. Okay, now as I said before, last class we saw numbers, right? 50 to 100. I said it will be little new to you, so I'll once again recap 50 to 100, and then we'll go for the other vocabularies and other revision. Okay, now here we are in lesson 4. Please take lesson 4 from your book and go to the numbers first. Okay, we'll start with numbers, then we'll go for vegetables and other stuffs. Okay, now 50, please repeat: 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Now shall we start 61? Fine. 61, please repeat. 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, now 71. Okay, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So this is where you have to be alert. 80, as I said before, 80. Only this number will have a S at the end. When you continue with 81, you should not include that S. So most of you do this mistake. So this mistake will be neglected only when you practice, write and practice on your own. Okay, so please ensure you practice from 50 to 100 by writing in your rough note. Okay, let's start. 81, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So I'll tell you what are the things you have to be very alert. So if you know this 50, 60, okay, 50 is 50, 60 is 60, and 70 is 70, and 80 is 80, and 90 is 90, and 100 is 100. So if you know this four numbers exactly in a written format, you'll be able to remake all the other numbers. Okay, so please practice this 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and 100, this five numbers for at least 5 times. Okay, so that will ensure your 10 marks for sure. Okay, so this is the revision for numbers. So today's online test will be for numbers. Okay, I will ask questions based on numbers from 50 to 100. Now go to page number 50. Let's revise this vegetables once again. Okay, seeing the image, I am going to say, I am not going to use the English words. Please repeat along with me. Une pomme de terre. Une pomme de terre. Please repeat. Don't be very confident. That is overconfidence. Please repeat, even if you know, if you practice, that is well and good. Okay. Un concombre. Un concombre. Une aubergine. Une aubergine. Un piment. Un piment. Une tomate. Une tomate. Un chou. Un chou. Un petit pois. Un petit pois. Une carotte. Une carotte. Un chou-fleur. Un chou-fleur. Un oignon. Un oignon. Un haricot vert. Un haricot vert. Un poivron. Un poivron. Une salade verte. Une salade verte. Un champignon. Un champignon. Okay, so far what we have learnt is the legume, that is vegetables. Okay. So please read the topic and then you get into this. Fine, I think now we can go for lesson 4 vocabularies. Please take lesson 4 vocabularies. Okay, this is a small recap. So what I will say is so far we have revised numbers and vegetables. 20 marks we have revised. Now we are going to revise for other 20 marks, that is vocabularies from lesson 4, 5 and 6. Okay, I think lesson 5 there is only 5 vocabularies, so we will concentrate on lesson 4 and lesson 6 first, and if there is time we will go for lesson 5. And lesson exercises, I can generally explain you the grammar items. I cannot go one by one. Okay, so that will take a long time. And French to English translation, you can do it on your own. Already it has been well discussed. And let's see this avoir conjugation also. Okay, so first we will see the vocabulary and then we'll go for avoir conjugation. So this lesson exercise and French translation you will do, that is this 50 marks you will do on your own. Okay, anyway I'll touch you with all the grammar items. Okay, let's start with this Lesson 4 vocabulary. Un avion, un ballon, une bicyclette, une chaise, deviner, des étudiants, une fille, une fleur, un garçon. Qui est ce? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Une règle, un vélo, une voiture, professeur. Now let's go to lesson 6. Now we are in lesson 6. Take the vocabulary. Les amis, le banc, le chocolat, le contrôle, le copain, la copine, la corbeille, l'école, l'élève, l'enfant, la fille, le film, la récré, le garçon, la glace, l'homme, l'horloge, la nationalité, le vaisseau, la piscine, le bureau, le sport, le tableau, la télé, habiter. I think that's it with lesson 6. Now let's go to lesson 5. Okay, now we are in lesson 5 vocabulary. Page number 60. Ami, ami. Elle a quel âge? Un élève or une élève. Un livre de français. En plus. Voilà. Now let's revise our verb conjugation. J'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. Let's do it once again. Avoir, j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles ont. So for this tabular column you will get 10 mark. Only you have to write in French, no need to write in English. Okay, so now let's go to the pattern and discuss what we have seen so far. So the first time we finished the vocabularies, vegetables and numbers. Now we have finished the vocabulary of lesson 4, 5, 6. Okay, and conjugation over. So now what is left out is excise. So excise, I will revise lesson 6 and lesson 5. Okay, so lesson 4 I think already it has been discussed. So lesson 6 and lesson 5. Now let's start with lesson 5 since we finished our. Okay, now we are in lesson 5, page number 60. So if you see this, it is our verb conjugation. So just what we saw, you have to replace the verbs accordingly. Okay, but when you go for exercise number 3, over and être. So left hand side is être and right hand side is over. Why? Because as I already said, être verb will come for nationality, profession. Okay, so and adjectives. So in this cases you have to conjugate with être. Avoir verb is only for temporary things. So I would say you can write and practice this exercise, especially why? Because this is a combination of avoir and être. So again I repeat, left hand side is être and right hand side is over, because this deals with age and things. So when it is age or things, you can go with avoir. Whenever it is adjective based sentence or nationality or profession, you have to go with être. Okay, exercise number 4, it is just describing, it is a combination of avoir verb. Now here feminine. Okay, Methioplural, it is very simple. You have to be thorough with the tabular column. Okay, so if you are thorough with this tabular column, you will be able to use feminine and plural, both you will be able to use. Let's make it simple. To make anything masculine plural, add an S. Okay, feminine singular, add a E. Feminine plural, add E and S. So to make it feminine, E. To make it masculine plural, S. If you want to make it feminine plural, ES. So make this as a common rule for everything. One or two adjectives will differ. That alone you have to memorize. For example, beau, mauvais, beau, gros. So these exercises you have to write and say. Okay, you cannot just take it as it is. Météo féminin, practice by writing. If not, it will be very difficult when you use it. As well as il subject should be changed to al. Okay, so everything should be changed to feminine. So il is masculine, al is feminine. So ils should be changed to es. So just ensure that you do that. Methioplural. So when you have to deal with Methioplural, first you have to see this tabular column of avoir. See, this is singular and this is plural. So singular of j'ai will become plural, nous avons. So when you see j'ai, you have to replace with nous avons. Tu as replace with vous avez. Il a replace with ils, elle a, also. So if you know this avoir verb tabular column, again if you prepare, already we have prepared for this. If you know this singular and plural, it will be easy for you to write that plural. Okay, so 7 and 8 is omitted from this lesson. This one Shazil and Thrus, that is the find hard one out. So this is easy, you can do it on your own. Now let's move to lesson 6. Okay, now we are in lesson 6. So lesson 6 exercise is full of masculine article défini. So I will make it simple. Masculine is le, feminine is la, and vowel is l apostrophe. And whenever it is plural, it is common les, les, les. Either it is masculine plural or feminine plural, it is les. Okay, so just if you have a pencil, put around here le, la, l apostrophe, les. That is the 4 words you have to remember. Okay, now let's go to the, okay, sorry, I forgot to say nationality. We'll come back. Okay, let's go to exercise number 2 first. So the question is what? Methioplural. So plural is what? Les. So all these subject should be transformed to plural. That is, the answer would be les. But the question is how you will end it. When you add an les, at the end you have to add an s. Okay, so you have to add a s here, everywhere you have to add a s. Okay, so this le or la or l apostrophe, this is commonly should be converted to les from top to bottom. Okay, that is common. Every word will have les. But how you will end the word? Again with a s to make it plural. Even in English it is common. No, pen is singular, pens is plural. Okay, so the same strategy you have to use here. Now here this one is a little tough one. This is a application method, that is already we have learned this antiphony already in lesson 1, 2, 3. So using that you have to convert the masculine to definite article. Anom is a indefinite article. When you convert it to definite article, it will become L apostrophe. Why? Because H is a vowel. Okay, so they leave, they garçon will become les garçons because converting. Des élèves, les élèves, they leave, les leave, and also see vowel is here, so L apostrophe was so. So like that you have to be little alert in this exercise, and again I say this exercise we have to write and see. So few exercises we can just revise by seeing, but few exercises we have to write, and this exercise needs a written practice. Okay, okay, and exercise 5 is same. Left hand side is singular and right hand side is plural. So le, la should be here according to the word. La chaise, le musée, but here les chaises, les musées. So right hand side everything is les, but left hand side you have to be little alert. Seeing the word you have to substitute with le, la or l apostrophe. If you see last 5 and 6 will become L apostrophe, sorry 4, 5 and 6 L apostrophe, but corbeille is a feminine word. See, even second one is ending with E, it is a second one, even though it is ending with E, it is not a feminine word. So 1 and 3 is feminine word, so la is the right answer, but second one is a exceptional, already I said, so it become L apostrophe. So I think we have covered most of the things. Lesson 4 already I have covered when I was doing this second midterm revision. So all the exercises we have covered so far. Now what is left is les nationalités. So this exercise you have to memorize this tabular column. So if you know this tabular column, it will be easy for you to write this exercise. Compléter selon l'exemple. But this exercise is an easy one. See, if you learn the tabular column, it will be little tough, but this exercise is far better. See, elle est française, il est français. They have already gave the sentence. Only thing is you have to identify which is masculine and which is feminine. So always elle subject is feminine and il is masculine. That you know, right? Now the spelling alone will differ. Now you have to do the spelling correction. Okay. For example, elle est française. When you convert into masculine, it becomes il est français. The same way, elle est japonaise. When you convert into masculine, it will become il est japonais. So this letter word has a e. This word doesn't has a e. The same way you have to do the same for everything. So mostly feminine words will have e. Masculine word will not have an e. And that is for the endings like AIS, you will add a E, or OAS, you will add E, but one special case is NGN. So this case alone, whenever the masculine is ending with a N, that means, see, feminine should have double N E. So 3 and 4 alone is a separate type. So mark it 3 and 4. Mark it. Yeah, when you learn this separately. Other things are very common. And seventh one, I think already it has a E in masculine, so it will stay the same. No double E will come. Okay. So whenever you have special cases like this, put a star and just ensure that you acknowledge that difference when you write the exam. Okay. So if you acknowledge it, definitely you will write it correctly. Okay, with this we are completing our revision video, and whatever is left out, let's see the pattern. Okay, this is a rapid revision. So far we have finished vocabularies, vegetables, numbers from 50 to 100, and the lesson exercise we have just roughly we have seen it. Conjugation over we have done. So your part is to learn this French to English translation 20 marks. Write and see that, and lesson exercise also you have to write and practice. Okay, even though I have just uh, revised it, you have to do on your part. Okay, so write and see, practice it well, and our verb please write and see. So your today's online test will be from lesson 4, numbers 50 to 100. So practice that also. Okay, so your today's homework is revise the half-yearly portion as well as keep your classwork completed. I see a lot of people submitting their classwork incomplete. Definitely I am writing down their names, so it's better if you complete it before I take any action. Okay, so please complete it on time. Merci mes étudiants, bonne journée, bonne chance pour l'examen.